Morning, guys. How's everybody doing today? How are you all doing? Good morning, guys. We are going to have a little bit of a chat this morning. Let me take this out. We are going to have a little bit of a chat this morning. Yeah, there's a lot going on. It is Friday, and usually on a Friday morning, we talk about the things that happened during the week. We talk about the things. Oh, Trina, Trina, how are you doing, my love? How are you doing? So good to see you. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Trina, I really do wish I can hold on to that motivation today. Say, Liza, keep by your mouth. Trev, hold your tongue. On a Friday morning, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. All right? Because you said I may not succeed, but you said I should try, right? Try holding my tongue. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks to you, Trina, for those motivating words this morning. You are alive and grateful. Yes, that's so important. I always say every day that I'm vertical, I have a lot to give thanks for because there's so many people who are not. And today is no different. I am grateful that I am alive today. Yeah, we know how it is these days. Lots of people went to bed, never woke up. Lots of people didn't even get a chance to go to bed, going about their own business yesterday, and boom, something happens, a car accident, somebody reckless with a weapon, somebody deliberate with a weapon, however case it may be. And some people did not get to see this morning, unfortunately. And talking about people who did not get to see this morning, yesterday I posted a video talking about Roger Fortson, the Air Force, the senior airman who was killed in Florida last Friday. Zarif is here. Zarif, you and I gotta talk. We gotta talk. Okay? Mr. Strawberry. Mr. Strawberry. Oh, Mr. Strawberry. All right, Mr. Strawberry. Is that the shape, the color, or the texture? Which is it? I don't know. But welcome into the live. This morning we are going to chat a little bit. As I was saying earlier, talking about somebody not waking up, having lost their 3 points. Yesterday we talked about Roger Fortson. He was the senior airman who was unalive down there in Florida on Friday. Now the initial reports were one thing, and then now the not official, but the original reports were one thing, and then now the police have released an official report. Zarif, I'm doing great, my love. I'm doing great. The police have released an official report on this case, and neither of the reports seem to be in alignment. There's just one thing that is for certain, and that is that Roger is no longer with us. But the body cam that was released yesterday, it sort of put a pause in my thoughts. And I think there is no need for us to talk about a situation like Roger's. And if we were to ever find ourselves in a situation like that, how would we reduce the risk of ending up like Roger? Now, if you all saw that body cam that was released by the police yesterday, you will see that it's very difficult, guys. It's very difficult to watch. I watched it several times, over and over again. And I keep asking myself, what did Roger do wrong? What could he have done differently that would end up sparing his life. Contrary to initial reports, I did see the police identify themselves even before the door was opened and said it is the sheriff. Now, at that point, I'm thinking that the person on the other side of the door with a weapon in hand, you never, ever, ever approach a police officer with a weapon in your hand. Never, ever. Because even if you are a part of an altercation and you have a weapon that you don't intend on using on discharging in the police direction, the police can still claim justification in unaliving you because you had that weapon in your hand. And the fact that there was a door between him and the cops meant that, remember guys, I'm only armchair internet attorney. I have no legal degree or anything like that. I'm a nurse by profession. I do not, but I still like to talk about stuff that goes on that's out there in the open for everybody to discuss and talk about and learn from. Is that Joseph? Oh, Joseph. Good morning, Joseph. I've been here waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, Joseph. It took a long while to come, but that's all right. We can work with that. Yes, Trina. Even if you don't intend to use that weapon or to discharge it in the direction of the police officers, you never approach a police officer with a weapon, with a gun in your hand. This person named Brandon said nonsense. I don't know what he's calling nonsense or what he's talking about. That is nonsense. But I mean, wrap that up, fold it up, stick it under your tongue and swallow it, Brandon. Thank you. But as I was saying, you don't approach a police officer with a gun. And because there was the door between them, and I could hear the officers say, this is the sheriff department, I think that would have been time to get rid of the weapon before opening the door. Even if you don't believe that it is the police out there for real. I'm just saying, if you don't believe, if you believe it's somebody faking and saying they are the police, then you don't open the door. You call 911. You don't open the door. I'm just saying, guys, I'm not saying that Roger did anything wrong or the police did anything wrong or right, contrary to the post I made yesterday. I am just saying, based on what I saw in that video, and we all know hindsight is always 2020, but what you say, Joseph? Go back and look at my morning greetings. Just before we make noise, what did I say? My morning greetings? What about it? Hold on there, Joseph. Hold on, because what do you mean? Did I say something wrong? Did I write something? Talk to me, Joe. Because I don't know. I thought I said happy Friday, let's chat. I thought that's what I said. Was it not? Well, whatever the case is, we're going to talk and we're not going to get to that until after I'm done. So therefore, let us chat. We ain't going to be worried about anything. We don't usually worry about stuff and what people have to say. But what I'm talking about here for first thing this morning is about Roger Fortson's. Oh, okay. We are talking about Roger Fortson. And for those of you who are just coming. Oh, To look at his greeting. Me never see it. Be blessed Friday to the lady of the morning, one and only Trev. Wednesday morning to the one and all in the chat. Oh, okay. Now I get you. No, now I get you, Joseph. Yes, guys. So let's get back to talking about this. I'm not saying that Roger did something wrong or the police officer did something wrong or that either of them did something right. But by me looking at the body cam video, it makes me have second thoughts about, how I felt about the whole thing initially. And it leaves me with a lot of questions. A lot of questions that I know will never get answered, but I still have those questions, One of the more serious questions I have is why. In the video, I saw Roger hold his hand up like this, not the hand that held the weapon, but his free hand to the cup, like, hold up, wait a minute. So I'm sure the police officer could see his other hand with the gun, that it was not threatening to him. But you can't tell that to a police officer who is trained to unalive people. He's trained for that. And a person with a gun, furthermore, this kind of person with a gun is seen as a threat. Hold on there, people. Winsome, good morning. How are you doing? Talk to me, Winsome. What's going on with you? Winsome said, "My off. Off, Winsome. Off on my head." How you doing, Winsome? Good to see you. Good to see you again this morning, Winsome. I am talking. Hold on there. I can't spin that something here. I am talking about the body cam release. Yesterday I talked about the case in which the police officers down there in Florida unalive the young man in the military, that military guy. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Somebody in the chat here got some explanation to give me. Somebody here has some explaining to do. And I am not even going to say a word. I'm not going to say anything else. But if what I'm seeing here is really what I'm seeing, sis, we got to talk. Oh, so y'all keep secret. What is? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Happy Friday to you, sis. We've got to talk, huh? Now you know what I'm talking about. I'm a little bit shook just now. You stay there, laugh. You stay there, laugh. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Hey, future, what's up? What you doing? Joseph says, let me make sure I tell you Happy Mother's Day from now. I may not get a chance to see it. Oh, hey, that's so sweet, Jojo. And that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know, so you remember if you tell me. Let me tell you something. Sunday, I'm going to keep you all updated I'm gonna keep you all updated on Sunday, my friends. Let me tell you something. Y'all know by now how many kids me have, right? Alright. We are gonna watch and see which one of them, if any of them, are gonna remember if it's a Happy Mother's Day. Me serious as a heart attack. Yeah, who that they call me? Me serious. Me I gonna keep you in the loop. And sis, you nobody gonna remind them, say call, nobody gonna remind them. Nobody no remind them. If you all see my kids out there in those streets, don't remind them. That Sunday gonna be Mother's Day. Don't remind them that Sunday gonna be Mother's Day. And I'm gonna tell you all straight up, which of them is going to remember is Mother's Day. So thank you very much for that Happy Mother's Day greeting, Joseph. I sincerely appreciate it. I appreciate it. Zarif say, what are you saying? I don't understand, beauty. Add me and write. I can read it through the translator app. Oh, Zarif. Trina, let me tell you something. Then we no member. Then we no member. Me I tell you the honest to God truth. Then we no member. And then tell me so them never remember. Yeah. Hey Katie, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday to you. Yeah. And next week, when me say Kuya never even come for Mother's Day. Kuya mommy, me not even did member. But you hear everybody else around you say Happy Mother's Day to their mother. And you never remember say you did have one mother. I bet if you did broke, you would have did member. Anyway. Anyway, it's a continuous banter between me and my kids. Them on my birthday, sometimes them say they no member. But my kids have busy lives. And I don't remember. I don't know if I remember, they no remember. I don't just want to give me something to talk about. Because Joseph, them know. So I like, we have something to talk about. So them just want to give me something to talk about. I will laugh and joke about it afterwards. But me tell you now, trust me. Sunday, I'm going to wait and see which one of them are going to call me. Me can understand. Then I remember your birthday. Listen. I have some children. You hear me? Them children in their adulthood. Especially the boy them. The boy them never remember nothing. No tell them say me see so. But they remember for their woman. Truly. No tell them say me see so. Don't you all dare tell them I said so. Hi, Micah. Micah says, I'm Italian. Hello, Micah. Oh, no Italian over here. I don't speak Italian. But welcome into the live. I wish I could greet you in Italian, but I can't. And Clubby says from Brazil. Oh, welcome. Is that Clubby? I know you speak Portuguese, and I don't even have a clue. I don't know one single word in Portuguese at all. Somebody's here from Kosovo. That's another language. I have absolutely no clue. Not one clue at all. I think Italian is peppered with a little bit of Spanish words, with some Spanish words. But Italian, no. But sis, we gotta talk. We are talking here, guys, for those of you who just coming. Welcome into the live. We are talking about all that's happening in this week here. And the most important thing I'm talking about today is the death of Roger Fortson. For those of you who don't know of that case, that's one I posted yesterday on the Stale News channel with... No, it's not a language. It's next to Albania. No, I know that, sweetheart. I know Kosovo. Kosovo is a country. They speak a language that I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Somebody's birthday is coming up very soon. I'm not calling no name. I agree, Joseph. Don't call no name. Don't call no name, right? Somebody says who is Roger? Well, Roger is a member of the US military who had an altercation with the police last week and subsequently lost his life. That's who we were talking about. That's who Roger is. But guys, you all seen the video? I posted the video. I posted the video this morning back on the Still News channel. The video that was released by the police. I post that one back on the Still News channel so that those of you who hadn't seen it before would see it. And in the video, as I have watched the video over and over and over again, I want to ask, me know too. Trina says she knows whose birthday it is that is coming up and she's not talking. I agree. Listen, Trina, this morning you taught us to hold our tongue. And so I'm going to do just that. Me I go hold my tongue because Trina said it. Okay? The vulture, me say the vulture, you know how long me dey here pan live wait pan you? Me say where the vulture the man? You know how long me dey here wait pan you? I'm so glad to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, my love. How you been? I ain't seen you in a hot New York minute. What's going on? I don't know whose birthday. A man says, I don't know whose birthday it is, but happy birthday from Kosovo. Well, I don't think his birthday is here yet, but I bet he will take the happy birthday until his birthday come. The Tanisha, how are you doing? Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. It's not his birthday yet, Amant, but it will be pretty soon. Yeah, so Joseph, you talk to me. As a man, you talk to me. If you can do it, I will see how long you can. If me can do what? Hold my tongue? I want a Joseph, man. Why you putting me on the spot like that, my love? Eh? Why you putting me on the spot like that? Eh? Whose message is held for review? Did somebody say something inappropriate? Oh, I bet they did, huh? They did. Where are my people? Another moderator just handled this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What are them people here? What's wrong with y'all? You know that everybody on the internet has their tribe. So you know that you can go find your tribe on another platform where they spew hate and they talk ugly to each other and about others. Did you know that you can find your tribe somewhere? Over here is not where your tribe resides. Therefore, exit yourself. They're going to please block that somebody there for me. And I just wish we had a couple of the blocks that's made out of concrete and we could use those to block you. Anyway, oh, I'm making a blanket. It's a blanket I'm making. A month. Yeah. I wear Sister Erica this. Sister Erica, you remember back in the days when we are crushing night and day? Back in the days when we were crocheting night and day. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Avant. Since I am sitting here and talking with you all, I just decided to continue dropping some stitches in it. I've been working on this blanket now for the last few months, but you all know how I do what I do. I can't sit and work on it 24 hours a day. So I work on it some, then I put it down, then I come back to it some other time. Like today, I decided to put in just about 2 rows on this blanket today, just about 2 rows. And then I put it down until I feel like getting back to it. Behind me here, behind me there, these are scarves that I have made. This one is not completely finished, but this is like one of the last ones I worked on. This one has a Jamaica flag theme. Yeah, so I'm working on several of them at the same time. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing while I'm chatting with you all. All right, so we're still talking about this situation here where a man said, "Oh, you love the." Oh, a man said she loves the Jamaican look. Yeah, I made 2 of them with Jamaican flags. Here's another one. This is another one here with the Jamaican. This one is a frill one that it's very long. You can wrap it around your head, your face, your neck. I was thinking about adding to it and turn it into a blouse because it looks like it would be beautiful. I was thinking about that. Using this part as maybe a sleeve or coming around this way. I don't know. But there it is. Right, Joseph? You just can't stay one place too long. Yes, that is true, Joseph. I just got to be on the move. I got things to do, you know. When I stay one place doing one thing, it just feels like, it just gets boring. It feels boring to me. It just feel like I need to get up and do something else. So, and even when I am working on the scarves or the blankets, when I'm working with one for a long time, it seems like the needle and the texture. I say it all the time. I think I have maybe undiagnosed ADD or ADHD, one of those letter issues. Because if I'm writing with a pen, that's why people always say, why you have so many pens? And they really don't understand that when I'm writing with one pen, after a while, my fingers, my eyes, and the pen are no longer in sync. The texture of the pen, the way I stroke the letters start changing, and my handwriting starts changing all over the place. I have to put that pen down and get another pen. And with that fresh pen is like reinvigorating. I start going back to my normal handwriting. And that's why I keep switching pens. Now you all know. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's the same thing like when I am working on a piece. I'm crocheting this piece, but pretty soon it's like the texture of the yarn and the needle and my fingers and my eyes are no longer coordinating as they were in the beginning. So I got to put it away, take up a different color, a different texture, yeah, a different pattern to get my brain to make that switch. Because if not, you don't know what that is. Some don't know. I can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over, just continuing to. No, I can't. I was not wired that way. Yeah, I wasn't wired that way. The only thing that I continue doing like that consistently is paying my bills. That's the only thing my brain has not found a way to help me escape from. But everything else that I can modify, I modify. Yeah. Every even when you see me reading a book, do you all notice? I don't know if you all noticed yet that whenever I come on and whenever I'm reading a novel, I might be reading one novel to you and I'm reading two more in the background. Because when y'all don't see me, I'm reading another one. Then I switch and I read another one. Yeah, that's how I keep my brain functioning like it's telling me to. My sister Arrow, what's up? How are you doing, Arrow? Good to see you, my love. Happy Friday. You see what I mean, Joseph? Joseph, me just love everything fresh. Joseph, me like that. Me like that, Joseph. Me like it. Yeah. D. Dennis, how are you doing? Welcome into the live. Ara says, I'm hanging in there. Very good. Very good. You know, as long as we're vertical, we got a lot to give thanks for. Because there ain't no power of ours that caused us to be vertical this morning. Yeah. It's the grace that was granted to us by He who have the power to take it all away. Right, Joseph? Joseph, how you been doing, by the way? What's going on with you up there? Is it warm up there, Joseph? You know that since yesterday, the night before, we've been having rain. We haven't had any since the daylight. There was rain last night, but I haven't seen any since the daylight. But how is it up there with you, Joseph? Is all things good? And Joseph, you notice that sometimes when my conversations go the other way, it's my brain telling me I need to accommodate something else rather than staying on the same topic. That's why I'm telling me can't stay up on the same topic. It's like, oh, you see people start talking about something, oh my God. All a month later, every time you see them on live, it is the same thing they're talking about. To me, it becomes repetitive. It stressed me out. We cannot do it. I can't do it. We can't keep coming back to the same story over and over. Me have to make you rest a little bit. And then when I come back with it, I come back with it fresh. Come back with it with new information. Come back with it in a different format. Yeah. I'm doing great. But much better much better talking to his queen. Yeah. Listen to me. Miss La 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 La. You are not the only one with somebody's queen. I'm somebody's queen too. Hey! Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, my love. Thank you. All right, guys. So, Joseph, what do you think about the video I posted with the guy, the police dash cam, the police body worn camera that was released with the guy being unalived in his own house? The only thing now, guess what, guys? The police were at the wrong door. The police were at the wrong door. So me not understand. What I don't understand is if the police receive a disturbance call. Me know how police work because me not police. But if the police receive a disturbance call, I mean, it didn't say there was somebody with a gun. It didn't say there was somebody threatening anybody. It says they were loud shouting. He said, oh, you say, a man said, what did he do? Well, a man, according to what is being reported, he was in his apartment. The police knocked on the door and he went to the door with his licensed service with his licensed weapon, not service weapon, but with his licensed weapon in one hand. And the police announced themselves, and then he opened the door while still holding the weapon. And the police claim that it is on that basis, because he had the weapon, that they shot him 6 times. And there are so many things wrong with the whole picture. There are so many things wrong. And I don't know if there's anything missing, because the police, they have authority, and they could possibly remove parts of the video or edit the video. I don't know. Because these days you can't trust half the things you see with what you think you see with your own two eyes. You can't trust half these things. A man says, Josie said, this weather this weather driving you crazy. You're right. Today up, today down. Was it on his property? Well, it was at his apartment. It was at the apartment where he lived that this occurred. But the disturbance call, it turns out, was not from that apartment, because in that apartment there was only one person. So the one person was in the apartment, couldn't be the person fighting with himself and cursing at himself. It couldn't be. So I think the caller may not have been able to properly identify the apartment from where the noise disturbance was coming. And boy, every single call to the police these days, you have to be prepared for deadly consequences. Every single call to the police, because the police, when the police come, you better be prepared. It doesn't seem these days like they come with any intentions of taking anybody in or rectifying any issues between family members. They always they come with intention. Guns raised, trigger back. Yeah. In California, about a year ago, it's not a year yet, it's a few months ago, that woman called the police because the boyfriend was beating her up and didn't want to leave the apartment. And she pulled out a knife to defend herself against the boyfriend. And she called 911 for reinforcement for them to come help her. And the police came. And the woman was unalived. And then the police say they felt threatened because she had a knife. Mark you, she wasn't threatening to them. She wasn't coming at them. She didn't lunge at them. And they unalived her because she had a knife. And she was the one who had called them to come help her to get the boyfriend out of her apartment. They came and made sure that she got out of the apartment. Y'all remember that? They came and took her out of the apartment. I don't care what they say. Once you don't look like them, you're automatically a criminal. Yes, Joseph. I have to agree with you. Because I doubt in a situation like the one that occurred on Friday, if that young man was, that he wouldn't probably be alive today, because the police, I've seen people with weapons have encounters with police, and police wrestle them to the ground, police take away weapon, but yeah, and they live to see another day. But nobody else is getting that kind of grace and mercy. If you are, and the fact that the guy had the weapon, they are using that as justification. But where was their de-escalating technique? There was, I perfectly understand, Paul. I understand, because a police has like a split second to make a decision whenever, yeah, just a split second to make a decision whenever he's faced in a life or death situation. And it not take but it don't take, it take less than a second for somebody with a weapon in his hand to raise it and unalive a police officer. It takes just a split second. And I am sure that police have this in their mind all the time, that they can't trust anybody. Wasn't it last week in Charlotte, right over here in Charlotte, the 4 police officers were unalived, going to serve a warrant on one man, and the man unalived 4 of them one time and injured 4 others. So the police are always on high alert, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them for being on high alert, because the same way they are out there trying to catch the criminals are out there trying to catch them off guard as well. Just the other day was in Chicago, a month ago, where that young man unalived the police officer was coming home from work, stole his cruiser, stole his gun. So police have to be on high alert and be prepared and be ready for anything. So I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it, because Attorney Ben Crump is on the case, and I'm sure he's going to investigate it, and we're going to hear more about it. But at this time, I don't know what to say. So therefore, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I remember when the police went in to the house on Breonna Taylor. Y'all remember that? Back during COVID. And they went on what was called a no-knock warrant. And they got into that home and riddled that home with bullets and ended up unaliving that young lady. And it was only by the grace of God that her boyfriend didn't get shot, didn't get killed, even though he was also trying to defend himself by firing back shots in the direction in which the shots were coming into the apartment. And they had tried to charge him with endangering a police officer and some other charges, because he was shooting back at them when they were the ones who were breaking into the house and firing shots with their no-knock warrant. Muscadna, how are you doing? Happy Friday to you. Good to see you, my love. You know me here running off my mouth, Muscadna. Yeah, that's what I do best. That's what I do best. Run off my mouth, talking about this and talking about that. Next thing we're going to talk about this week. Did you all see that another teacher, it just coming like all the time, I come at them story, always seems to take the cake. Y'all remember last week, Friday, when we talked about, the teacher who came from Jamaica. She used to teach at Westwood High School, you remember? We talked about her and how her husband unalived her, their daughter, and himself. This seems to be a common recurrence these days, where people are, particularly men, Paul, you have to go down today. Paul said, if you remember some mouth at my market. Yes, Paul, I remember my mouth at my market. Me chat over anybody cocoa basket. As some my grandmother say, right? Yes, I remember last week I talked about the lady. Her name was Kadian Dawson. She was unalived up there in Lowell. in Massachusetts. Her husband slew her, slew their 7-year-old child, slew himself. A month prior to that, I talked to you all about the nurse with whom I worked by the name of Dominique Magici, or her husband unalived her, their 12-year-old son, and himself. Why yesterday, again, there is another teacher, this time in Philadelphia. Her name is Andrea. I forget the rest of her name. Andrea, I forget her last name. And she was unalived by her husband, who then turned the gun on himself. Let me look on my phone, see if I see that piece of news. Why is this becoming so prevalent? Why? Why? I don't know. What's going on? Andrea Glaze. Yeah, Andrea Glaze. Let me tell you. Hey Laura, how are you doing? You see the YouTube, yeah? YouTube not easy, you know. YouTube not stop send my algorithm to Brazil and those far away countries. You think that YouTube are easy? You don't think them easy? But anyway, I'm gonna read that story here if you know. Let me read it for you. May I read the version? This version is from the Miami Herald. Beloved teacher found shot dead by partner in Pennsylvania. A beloved teacher who administrators said embodied the spirit of her school was identified as the victim in a murder-suicide, according to Pennsylvania authorities and news reports. Philadelphia police officers discovered Andrea Glaze, 36-year-old Andrea Glaze, shot and killed in an apartment on Monday, May 6. She had reportedly been shot in the face. Her partner, a 42-year-old man, was found dead in the apartment. Police believe this was a murder-suicide. Glaze was a teacher at Olney High School and its special education compliance monitor. Michael Roth, the school's principal, said. Glaze worked at the school for more than 10 years. For more than 10 years, she worked at the school. And now, her partner. And I don't know why they say a 42-year-old man. Why them the same name? Him not have the name. Well, I guess they don't plan to say. They haven't said what the man's name was, so we could go look up the man. This is happening. In Brazil, there's a nickname called Diva. Oh, she says in Brazil, there's a nickname that's called Diva. Oh, that's where they get Diva from? Oh, they use it here too, to mean a beautiful person. Me Jesus, then people, at one point, I saw over 50 people here. I only try on only try hit the like button. Me Jesus, what me do now? What have I done to you all over there on the tube? What have I done? Ah, boy. Whatever it is that I did to you all, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please forgive me. Yes, guys. So back to serious business. My question is, what is happening in the minds of people, men in particular, that is leading them down this path, down this murder-suicide path? Because this thing is happening. Once upon a time, this used to be very, very isolated. Now, it is in the news every single day. Joseph, talk to me. What can we do? what can we do as a society to eradicate this culture, this murder-suicide culture that has taken us over? Eh? I mean, Laura, Amantis... Oh, Laura says she understands a little bit of something that I say because she's Brazilian. Okay. Yeah. My question, Queen, is what can we do to eradicate this culture of murder-suicide? Because it seems like it is taking over, where people don't want to be held accountable for what they do. They want to unalive other people and then themselves. And it's like an all end to whatever disagreement they're having, whatever difficulty, whatever issues. Aman says she thinks they could have a better education system, have a better prison system so people don't go back to prison like Scandinavia. But Fabulous, how are you doing? And Cordelia, how are you doing, my love? Those are great points, you know, Amanda. Amanda says we could have better education system or more education in prison so the people who go to prison don't go back. What do they call that? Recidivism or something of that sort. English education in Brazil is horrible in schools. Maybe you can go online. There are lots of people online who teach different languages. That would be a good place to start. But what I'm saying is, how would you educate the people about avoiding this kind of emotional, I'm not sure what I should call it, you know, because people find it to be the end of everything. If I have a problem with you, it's not to solve the problem and we all move on. It is to end everything. My objective here is to end everything. That seems to be the mentality of people. Because if people were being given better anger management skills and better understanding of conflict resolution and understanding that conflict is a part of our human existence, we're going to have conflicts with each other. We're going to have disagreements. Because we have disagreement don't means I want to off you. Don't mean it should be the end of you. Because me and you have a little disagreement. So better anger management programs, I think, needs to be put in. Because these people are committing these crimes now. We are going to say these people are 20 and greater. So these people were born around the turn of the century or before. They were born before the last 20 years. So what is it in the culture today that is making them resort to that? Because if whatever it is now affecting the people who are older than 20, imagine what's going to happen when the people now who are between birth and 20 years old go over that 20 years old. Don't you see what's going to happen in the next 20 years? This culture is going to continue to perpetuate. And before you know it, this is going to be more prevalent than it is now. And more people is going to take onto it as their way of solving problems. People talking about guns. Remember, you know, a gun is a useless piece of object if there is not a man or a finger, anybody behind that trigger. If there's nobody behind the trigger, a gun is a useless piece of equipment. It can't fire itself. It can't move itself from one place to the next without somebody moving it. So as much as guns are a part of the problem, they are not wholly the problem. Because as humans, we can say inanimate objects create problems for us when we are of a higher intellectual order, where we can manipulate those things. They can't manipulate us. You see what I mean? Good morning, Tippy. How you doing? Welcome into the live. What's up? What's going on with you? I'm here talking off my face. I am here talking off my face. Who is that? Nine Jasper? Nine Jasper, how you doing? Blessings to you. And Tafarim, my friend, is here. Tafarim. Paperman. Yo, come on for this now. Sure. Come on for this. Have a great day, Trina. Trina, you be safe now. I will see you. I'm not going to see you in the morning. But I will see you some other time, my love. We will run into each other on these YT streets. I appreciate you. Have yourself a great day, my love. I don't think are useless. What we need is better gun control in places like Iceland. More than half the population has guns. They just have a really good gun control and have zero crime. Okay, Paperman, you know, say, if you talk too fast, you know, if you talk too fast and you don't clarify yourself quickly, a construction site run over here, so you know. Let me just remind you, a construction site run over here, so you know. All right. When the truck come from down a hardware, it a drop off. Enough block. Just know when the truck come from down a hardware, yeah, the people them from down a hardware wear blue. And a pure black them come drop off. You know what I mean? All right, Trina. Have yourself a great day, Trina. We will talk later, my love. All right, let me see who else is in here. Merlene is here and Shelly. How many more texts am I going to get today, Friday? Welcome. Nine Jasper, good to see you again. Thank you. All right, I'm just here talking. Yeah, nothing. Next thing what we're going to talk about. This might be the last thing we talk about. But next thing we're going to talk about. Are ready for this? I wish I could have shown the picture. But I don't know if you do it on this. I don't know how to do it like this. If I was on StreamYard, I don't know if you do it. But I don't know if you do it. But don't talk to me. There's a picture going around on the internet where a male teacher, I don't know if you all saw the picture, a male teacher has the female students in his class undoing his braids, and he posted it online. It has opened up a firestorm of opinions and conversations and you know, yeah? Oh, somebody said that is my real hair. All real, my friend, growing right out of these scalp. See? All real. Yeah, this is my real hair. Yeah, so I mean, the next thing y'all say, it's pretty. Thank you very much before you say it. Thank you very much. It is my real hair. Serious. But anyway, we are talking about Oh, wait, say do you have a fake account? Where you have fake account for? You know if you have fake account. When I have one good account, where you hide from? Police I look for you? You know say if you don't have fake account, then can't find you. But anyway, let me mind my business. Trina tell me from this morning, so if you learn to hold my tongue. So make me hold my tongue. Anyway, let us continue. So guys, did you all see this photograph that this teacher posted online of him at school with these students? Undoing his braids. Did you all see it? What you all think about it, people? What Paul? Are we Paul there? Paul company live make me you talk. Or somebody, anybody, anybody here so. Company live make me on talk about, let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. A male teacher at school having the female students undo his hair. Take down in braids because he had a braid appointment. So he had, and they said beforehand, he had the children's parents' permission. And he also said that he was going to post it online and he had the parents' permission. He said it is supposed to be a way of bonding with his students, and the students are his friends. Now, mark you, this young man is a young man. Clearly looks like around in his 20s or very early 30s. He's a young man. So I can understand why he would refer to the students as his friends. By the way, the students and the students are not the teacher's friends. No. The students are not the teacher's friends. The teacher is in a position of authority. And when you compromise that authority, you compromise your job. Because now, if you are going to call these children your friends, you are going to be doing things that's going to make them like you, rather than standing up for what is right and making these children understand that there is right and there is wrong, and that you are in authority. You get what I mean? So they are not your friends. But back to them pulling down his hair. What do you all think about that? What do you think? You think say him right for have the children them a pull down him ear? Number one, that's when I put in them job. Put in the go to school if you go pull down them teachers here. Unless of course it is a cosmetology class. If it is a cosmetology class, then you can practice on your teacher. I've seen children practice on their teacher practice on them. They practice on each other in like a cosmetology class. But in a regular class with a teacher asking the children to pull down his hair, it seems to me quite juvenile. It gives me juvenile vibes, you know. It tells me that the teacher has folded up his stool. He has folded up his stool and is now sitting on it, rather than standing on it while it is unfolded. If you don't understand that term, what that means, it means like you have brought yourself down from the level where you belong. So he has sort of, instead of sitting on his stool on high, he has folded up his stool and sat on it while it is flat. That's what I think. I know there are people with differing opinions. People say, you know, I groom him, I groom them. I would love to see what people would say if it was a female teacher. If it was a female teacher and she had her students like do her nails or do some other grooming activity, do you think people would have the same kind of energy as they have towards this man? I don't think so, because in our minds, we have been conditioned to believe that our children are always safe with female adults. We get this, this comfort knowing that our children are around female adults, and you say, oh, me not worry about her now because she over Miss Barbara, all right, man, Miss Barbara will take care of her. And we assume that because Miss Barbara is, watch out, Miss Barbara and so on, Barbara here, so because if Miss Barbara is adult and Miss Barbara's motherly instinct are intact, that child will be protected and nurtured, and Miss Barbara will make sure that that child doesn't get hurt. But we're living in a different kind of society from the society that we were born in 50 years ago. We're living in a different society. Once upon a time, you could trust your kids with a woman and say, okay, Miss Barbara are the neighbor, Miss Barbara kids them come over here all the time. The kids will be just fine over there. And the next thing you know, Miss Barbara over there had commit some grievous acts against your children in today's world. So we can't have that false sense of security. But anyway, this man, I think, him kind of, unless it was a cosmetology class, you're putting in their school for you pull down non-teacher ear. I just saw me see it. Yeah, you're putting in their school for you pull down teacher ear. Boy, go home and go pull down your own ear. If you didn't, you know, say you're going to have ear appointment Saturday, you pull out two braids every night. Tonight you pull out 2 braids, tomorrow you pull out 2. Every night you go home, you pull out a few braids until it gets to the day when you need to go to the hairdresser. Well, you guys go for people putting you pull down your ear. No, sir, me not that. No. I have one child in school, and if my daughter come home and tell me, say, teacher come to school, ask her to pull down the ear. Yeah, hairdresser? Yeah, hairdresser? You're not hairdresser. You don't go to school, go pull down nobody ear. My teacher go about them business, go ask, go pay the hairdresser for pull down their ear. There is no bonding in that. Me not like that. Me not like that kind of bonding there. Right, M&G? How are you doing, M&G? I am doing good, you know. Me doing good. Me not do too bad at all. I shouldn't complain. Me there here I chat to them a little bit before me get up and go do another couple of things. Because you know, say a Friday, me have to get me like a nap in the afternoon, and then me have to go to work. Oh, the work part. The work part is the part that gets me. The work part is the part that gets me. But what to do? What to do, may I tell you? Let me see. Joan English, how are you doing? Welcome. M&G saying hi to Joseph. Thank you very much, M&G. You know, I think Trina hopped out of the live. I think Trina is gone. Trina was here with me for a little bit. But I think she gone. As I'm here talking about this, that, the other, and the third. But the amazing M&G How are you doing, my love? What's going on there in nice, wet Portland? What's going on up there this morning? I see everybody showing off. I still not show off no mango them. Mangoes coming in season and all. I see y'all showing off your mangoes and everything else that's coming in season in Jamaica. Jeez and peas. From last month or month before, Missy Mika show off Julie mango. It's been years I never taste a Julie mango. Been years I don't taste a Julie mango. And not to mention one East Indian mango. It's been years. But that's how it is. We're gonna work with it as it is. Me eat mango, so me not have to worry. Me find mango. I'm okay so far, sweetheart. We are having a little sunshine here now. Oh yeah, they are work. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm going to sleep in a little bit so that I can be ready. So I can be ready for work later. And then we will talk. All right, M&G? You have yourself a good one now, my love. And stay safe. Oh, this a concrete jungle. Bless up yourself. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Paul said, y'all got Jamaica get your mango? Jeez and peace, Paul. You don't have to rub it in my face, so. Y'all got Jamaica get your mine. When me I got Miami, go get mine. Yeah, when I go to Miami, me find mango. Only because the breeze and it look like the drought just cause the mango them to drop off of the tree. But when I go to Miami, me can't find mango. Me can't find mango and avocado and berry and papaya and other stuff. Sugar cane, coconut, Jamaican cherry, Jamaican apple. Yeah, I can't find things in Miami. Local Cersei. Can't find local Cersei. Local Aki, maybe. Look at something you can't find when you're there in Miami. Alrighty. So guys, you see me there here, me talk enough now. How long now me there here? Me talk enough. Yes, sir, you're coming in single, not in pair. You are something else. You're coming in single, not in pair. I hear you. I hear you. Well, guys, you know, so me there, me chat to you till me tired. We are gonna come back here tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow morning. Yeah, I see blanket. Blanket around itself, you know. I've really more length to put on it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it look a bit longer than this. All right, and them tired, I know. All right, guys. So me I go up off of the live. I have a couple of things that I got to get done before I go to work. Oh, you like it, M&G? Yeah, it's nice with you. Nice blankets. Me I make. Only the thread feel kind of heavy-ish. Like this a light thread, but this a light thread. This, see? This a thread nice and light. But anyway, that's it. I'm done with crocheting for the rest of the day. No more crochet for the rest of the day. Instead, I'm going to get up and go get other things done. All right, guys. So, where's Erica? Erica, you and I still got to talk off the air. We got something to talk about. And the amazing M&G, I will see you later. Deborah, Paul, I will see you later, Paul. I'm not going to come back live because I'm going to work, but I will see you all later. May not be today, but it will be some other time. All right. So, Winsome, amazing M&G, Trina, Amant, and Laura, and AG, and Joseph, and Andrea, and everybody else who came into the live. Antoinette, Mommy, and everybody else who came into the live, thank you all so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you. I will see you all again sometime after this time when we will gather here to have another conversation about something that's happening in the news or the Bible reading or something else, whatever the case may be. But that's going to be it from me for this morning, my friends. Until next time. This is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great day, everybody, and peace. See you all later. M&G, I'll see you later. Have a good one, guys.